Agri-exports have grown 65%.
As Premier Doug Ford spoke, some farmers had a message for him. They're from Waterloo Region, traveling 2.5 hours to this year's international plowing match. Their frustration already evident earlier during the parade.
Wait for Farmland sticker.
They're upset about what's happening in Wilmot Township. Waterloo Region is buying farmland, trying to attract a large factory funded by the province. Some landowners say they've been told if they refuse to sell, their land could be expropriated.
Our loss of the whole community that's being affected, water issues, and also the secrecy that surrounds all this.
The Premier's response?
I just want the region to treat them fairly, that's all.
Everyone's pointing fingers, and that's inappropriate. He's a senior level official and the Premier of our province.
It's unclear how big an issue this is beyond that area.
Thanks, guys.
Last year, Ford faced a tough crowd and some booing over the Greenbelt. Days later, reversing a plan to open it up to housing.
You go to Wilmot Township, you'll see the same level of outrage as you saw with the Greenbelt. The difference is the Greenbelt is such a large landmass that covers so much of the province.
This is replaying itself a year later, and that's the problem. It's the secrecy, the lack of transparency, the lack of accountability, and frankly, the lack of due process.
I've heard people talk about it like it's kind of the canary in the coal mine, right? This is just the beginning. If we don't find a way to push back, if we don't get some transparency and accountability for those farmers, this is going to happen all across the province, and we can't afford to pave over Ontario.
The event this year could be extra important for all the political parties, potentially the last one before the next election.
The provincial party leaders then squared off for the annual plowing competition, hopping on a tractor, repping their party's color. A friendly competition, likely not winning the rural vote for their plowing skills, ahead of what could be a much more serious race, an early election call. Lorenda Redicomp, CBC News, Lindsay.